Hey guys, Jason here with Brilliant Directories. Thanks for joining Webinar Wednesday. This is your first time joining us for Webinar Wednesdays. Welcome. It's always great to see new and fresh faces here in Webinar Wednesday. This week we are lucky enough to be joined by Mr. Patrick Brunelle. Patrick's the brand manager here at Brilliant Directories. He also, many of you may have had phone calls with Patrick, website audit review calls to strategize on the best way to implement certain things on your website. And it's always great to have Pat's professional opinion on the webinars here. So thanks for joining us, Pat.
Always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Jason.
And I always like to mention, if this is your first time joining in on the Webinar Wednesdays, if for any reason you have additional questions after the webinar, or we're not able to get to your question, or maybe multiple questions that you have, it's always a great idea to join our LinkedIn Marketing Strategy Network. It's free to join. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/LinkedIn, and as long as you have a LinkedIn account, you can join that group. And don't be shy. You can ask questions in that group. You'll get responses from myself and Patrick, David Rockland, some other professionals here at Brilliant Directories, as well as, more importantly, fellow directory owners like yourself. So you can network, you can learn new strategies and ways to leverage the power of your directory website. So if you're not a member and you want to take 2 seconds, just go to brilliantdirectories.com/LinkedIn and just click the join button in that group. And if you're already a member, awesome. And we started Webinar Wednesdays earlier this year in January. We did previous webinars back in 2016, but never on the schedule like this that we're doing Webinar Wednesday. We've literally answered thousands of questions, I think, at this point from hundreds of attendees. And this is a great opportunity for you guys to ask questions about your Brilliant Directories website, and not only the functionality of, for example, how to design your site or how to code your site, but if you have marketing questions or questions about search engine optimization, those are great questions to ask in the webinar, and I know that other people appreciate those questions, the other attendees in the webinar. So feel free to ask any type of question related to your website, about member signups, generating revenue, how basic things might work. You might have a hard time finding a setting, or you're trying to do something and you're not sure if it's a feature of the platform. Those are great things that we can tackle in Webinar Wednesdays. So there's no bad questions, and we'll try to get through, we'll try to do one question per person, and once we get through everyone, we'll come back to you if you have multiple questions. All right, we're gonna stop here for a second. If I can have everyone's attention once again. There's something new and amazing here for Webinar Wednesdays. As many of you know who have joined us in the past, you've had to register each week to join Webinar Wednesdays, and as much fun as that is, you might forget to register, or it just becomes tedious and gets in the way, you know, that 30 seconds it takes. So everyone who's on the webinar right now, take a moment. There's a new way to register. You register once and you'll be automatically enrolled in all future Webinar Wednesdays. Gabe's on the line with us here. He's going to share this link in the chat, brilliantdirectories.com/workshop. If everyone can just take 20 seconds right now and go to that link, fill in your name and your email address, and forever you'll be registered for the Brilliant Directories Webinar Wednesdays. You don't have to manually register each week. You'll get a reminder. If you can or can't make it, that's fine, but you'll get a reminder once a week letting you know when the webinar is going to happen, the time and the date. And if you want to, you can join, but you'll never have to register again. So if you guys just want to take a second, I'll wait. Go to brilliantdirectories.com/workshop and just register there. I'll just go there real quick with you guys. So you can just come to this page here, type in your name and email, and you'll be registered for the webinar. You'll see this red confirmation here that you're registered. All right, moving on. We had a contest last week, which was to leave a comment, and we have a winner, Mike Thies, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, who is the Chief Executive Officer at Wheels Events. You've won a free premium add-on of your choice. You can email to claim your prize, email support@brilliantdirectories.com to claim your prize, and we'll add any one of our premium add-ons to a website of your choice. If you guys aren't familiar with our add-ons, you can go to the brilliantdirectories.com website, and there is a main menu link that says add-ons here. And you can see a list of add-ons and extensions that you can add onto your website. So congratulations, Mike. Just email support and let them know which premium add-on you'd like added to your website. Okay, we have new contest of the week, and this one, everyone's a winner. If you've left a review for us in the past, we always appreciate it. Any positive or constructive criticism helps us as a company do better and strive to serve you guys better. If you leave a review on Google for us, everyone who does that will receive $50 of credit added to their Brilliant Directories account. You can use that credit towards add-ons, just like we were looking at, additional website plans, training sessions, website audit review phone calls. You can use that credit for whatever you like. And our favorite review, the one that makes us smile the most, will receive an additional bonus of $100 credit on top of the $50 credit. So all you need to do is go to brilliantdirectories.com/Google review. What that's going to do is redirect you to the Google search results page here, and it's kind of hard to find, but on the right-hand side, you'll see a link here to write a review. And when you click on that, you can leave your review here, and we'll come back and check it, and you'll automatically win that $50 of credits. So if you've left a review in the past, that's perfectly fine. You can do it here on Google now and still get the $50. So it's a contest where everyone's a winner, and the one that makes us feel the most bubbly and butterflies in our tummies will receive an extra $100 credit added to their account. So we really do appreciate your feedback, and you can go to brilliantdirectories.com/Google review. And lastly, before we get into the questions and answers section, we are having a webinar flash sale for audit review calls. And if you're not familiar with audit review calls, I'll pass it on to Patrick to better explain what a website audit review is and how you can benefit from these sessions.
Thank you, Jason. So yeah, on these audit reviews, it can really go many different directions. Usually there's two primary things we focus on. It can either be focused on how to drive more traffic to your website, or it could be focused on improving or optimizing the sign-up process, whether it be getting more people to submit leads, whether it be people signing up for paid membership levels, or managing how the information flows to your members. But a website audit review can also be used at the beginning of your journey for us to give you tips on how to better set up your website, or after you've completed the launch of your website, to kind of go over everything, see how you set it up, see how you set up the membership levels, how the main menus are set up, how the SEO settings are set up, and give you feedback based on how you have everything set up so you can move forward knowing you're following best practices. So really, whatever stage you're in right now on your website, you can benefit a lot from having somebody on the Brilliant Directories team take a look at how you set things up and give you some recommendations based on that.
Yeah, the way I see the audit calls, it's kind of like getting your own Webinar Wednesday, a dedicated webinar. It's like getting your own dedicated Webinar Wednesday phone call with one of our experts here at Brilliant Directories. So if there's certain things you're trying to implement and you need some direction or some help doing it, these are great 1-hour phone sessions. And in this promo, you get 2 for 1. So you'll be able to book 2 1-hour phone sessions in the future. So this is a tremendous value here. And you can go to brilliantdirectories.com/audit. And I think Gabe's also going to share a link to this in the chat for you guys as well. So Three links that we've shared so far, and then we'll get into the Q&A. brilliantdirectories.com/audit. Leave a review at brilliantdirectories.com/Google review. You'll automatically get the $50 there. And a new way to enroll for webinars. This will be a one and done kind of thing. brilliantdirectories.com/workshop. Just enroll there once and you'll be in the webinars for life. All right, let's get to the fun stuff. Your questions, which is the reason we're all here today. Hey, Robert, how are you? Robert, we can hear you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, where are you joining us today from?
Bay Area, California.
All right, good. I'm in Los Angeles myself here. What's your question for us today?
First and foremost, I just want to thank you and Patrick for everything you've been doing with the webinars. I'm excited with my Brilliant Directories. I think I'm pretty much near completion of my listings, and I'm very interested in taking the next step, which is campaigning, getting my website out there into the user world. I've got plenty of members. The members are coming in with, with their hands out. They're ready to receive, but I need to get a lot of end users to fulfill and get more leads because I'm a customer lead driven listing, so I need to get more leads, and so I'm looking forward to campaigning. How can you help me with campaigning?
Pat, you want to take this one? I think you have a couple quick strategies that anyone can implement to kind of drive some consumer traffic to the website.
Yeah, I can do that. Just give me 1 second here to log into my Facebook account and to pull up one site, and then you can pass the controls to me.
All right, Robert, do you mind if we take a look at your site to see, what you've done so far to set up your site?
Not a problem. Please go ahead.
All right, what's that site?
My website is djandphotoboothfinder.com. That's djandphotoboothfinder.com.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming this is to find DJs and photo booth services for events, parties, weddings, etc.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, so you got different DJ categories. You got photo booths. Okay, so you've created a members-only website situation here. It's asking me to log in.
That's correct. If it is a members-only website, well, one of the things I want to try to do is maybe allow some of the end users to get a little bit further into the website, because right away it's asking them to create a member login. So that's something I'm going to try to work with later on. But yes, it is a members-only website. So right away you will be required to join. So you may have to go in onto my dashboard.
Okay, I have a solution for you. This came up in the last webinar as well. What you can, so with Brilliant Directories, you guys can make your websites members only. Only the home page and the contact us page will be basically available. And it is a good setting, but it really does lock people out, especially when you're trying to create more of a friendly consumer environment. It's okay to encourage people to log in and sign up as general users so they can use the site. What I would recommend is this instead. Instead of making your site members only, can I change this to no?
Go right ahead. I'm listening.
All right. Instead of making the whole website members only, what you can do is make specific types of content, for example, coupons, events, member listings. You can make those require members to log in. And let me show you how to do that. So you want to go to Edit Post Settings.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll do it for your listings. And I'm going to edit your listings. Those are your member search results here that we're going to edit. And under general settings, we're going to scroll down and it says, can anyone view these posts? And we're going to set it to no. So now the whole website isn't public, isn't private, but searching for members is private. Now we have to select which members can search other members. Understood. let me think if I'm doing this correctly. Another way to do this, let me actually.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Let me do one more thing. I'm going to set this back to yes. Anyone can view these posts. What's even better? What's even better is this. If you go to manage products, how many membership levels do you have? So these are.
3.
Okay. So this is the free cut. Okay. Which ones are the professional members?
The professional members right there, $9.99 are the professionals, and then we have the free membership, which is the paid membership.
Okay. So what you can do is you can edit this one, and you can actually choose under search visibility which members can search other member levels. So under member search visibility, basically, it looks like you've already set it correctly. Visitors who are not logged in can't view this member profile. So you've actually done it correctly here. So basically what this is saying is we're editing the $9.99 monthly membership level, and we're saying $9.99 monthly membership members can search other $9.99 membership levels. Free members can search $9.99 membership levels, and free customer profiles can search $9.99 membership levels. So that's
wonderful.
That's the way you want to do it. So if someone is not logged in as one of these three, they will not be able to see those members on your website.
Understood. That's wonderful.
And you want to do that for all the business listing members, like the free one also. So let's quickly edit the free one. And search visibility. It looks like you've done that as well. So if I try to search your site now, I'll just do an open search. Oh, you're using the Google Search Assist add-on. So you're getting results from Google here. Gotcha. Very nice. So I digressed a little bit with the whole members only thing. You have it set up correctly right now, but I'm going to pass it over to Pat, and what he's going to go over is good for everyone to hear about how to attract consumers to your directory website.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So I'll try to go a little fast so we can get to other questions. But yeah, I'm going to give you a couple of things that you can do. One of the things that you can do, what I would personally do, is this for all of the United States, or is this a city directory?
This is all for the United States.
Which are there cities where you're stronger in right now, where you have more members?
Right now, the state of California is where we're strong in.
All right. So what I would do to get started is focus on what you're strong in. You don't want to do a national campaign. You never want to drive money in a campaign where you can't deliver good results when they do a search into your database, because you're going to lose credibility with your brand. So what I would do is, and these are the types of things you could do on a website audit call, for example. So this is a landing page that has the get match form in there, which is the lead gen form. What I would do is I would make a template just like you're looking at here, perhaps on a website audit call, but I would make it location specific so that when people land there, they know that it is for their specific city that they're in. If you had a location specific landing page, then what you'd be able to do is you'd be able to go on Facebook and you'd be able to set up an ad that targets just that city with a specific audience that is optimized for photo booths. So I don't know if it's, who is that for more than anyone else? What is the audience? Who searches for that?
Well, this is pretty much for every event. The majority of our work right now is weddings, corporate events. So they're doing both DJs and photo booths, and a lot of the DJs and photo booths are coming in with combined services as well. So, you know, for example, right now, based on what you're saying, it sounds like I will be campaigning in the Bay Area where I'm strong in right now, obviously, where and that's what I've been doing, working for the last 6 years. And so we are strong in the Bay Area. So my first campaign is to be in the Bay Area, which is kind of what I've already started by getting members in the Bay Area. So that way when my end users start looking in the Bay Area, there's actually members there to search into. That's why I'm not campaigning in Texas or in any other state yet, because we're not quite there yet. I'm kind of stating that for expansion and so forth.
Correct. So and that would be the thing to do. So when you go to your ad campaign on Facebook, of course, and you're building out your ad, you would link to this landing page, not to your home page, not to anywhere else. So it'd be a landing page tailor-made promoting why someone should fill out a lead. You could have a landing page for event coordinators, which would be an interesting landing page because they want to contract photo booths as well, and to the people organizing events as well, speaking directly to the bride and groom, for example, for weddings. The more tailor-made the landing page is, the better results you're going to get in terms of conversions. The broader it is, the harder it is to get conversions.
Now, is this landing page something I would create? Obviously, it's not going to be part of my menu, but I would create a new page with this link. So when I do advertise on Facebook, it would send them back to my directory listing, which has a landing page within it, but it's just not in my menus. Is that how you're
exactly
communicating that, Patrick?
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha. I got it now. Cool. It's kind of like my get match form, you know. I added it to my main menu when it wasn't there at one point. So this is opposite of that. I'm going to create a page, which is a landing page, which is not part of my menu, but it's going to allow them to direct them to my site, land it to my site, and from there, hopefully they'll stay and remain and start browsing. Is that correct?
Hopefully they'll fill out this form is the real goal. That's the conversion.
Yeah.
They filled out to generate the lead.
Exactly. That's right, the lead form. That is the whole purpose of this site, is to collect leads. So that's exactly what I want.
What's also what's unique about this also is, because you're doing weddings and events, you can target people who are engaged on Facebook, and they're probably planning a wedding. So you can get super specific, targeting people in the Bay Area who are engaged as their relationship status, and then create ads for those people.
Yeah, well, I've been fortunate because I'm actually doing a niche that I'm currently in, so it's not like I'm doing a niche that I have no idea about. So what I'm going to do is backtrack the 6 years that I've been doing weddings, and starting with the weddings. I'm here in the Bay Area, in the Napa Sonoma Valley winery, and I'm going to backtrack these venues. So I figured I'll go back to these venues and try to talk to them, maybe offer them something. I don't know if I can somehow incorporate them into this listing as well, or maybe even as a banner ad, maybe give them a free banner ad, so that way I could get them to allow me to blog and share, maybe write about that venue. 3 reasons why, I think this wedding venue is great, something like that, to kind of allow them to, get my foot in the door with their subscribers and hopefully reroute them back to my website.
Awesome, Robert. Thank you so much for your question. You can see Pat is creating a Facebook ad here. He's targeted people who are engaged and in the Bay Area, and then you can follow complete the Facebook ad to target people to your website.
You have 500,000 people in California alone that are engaged that would be potential customers. So that's a great segment and marketing campaign. This is also something you can get tips on a website audit. If you let somebody know when you're booking it that this is the type of stuff you'd like help with, those are the types of things that people can help, is to create a segment and marketing campaign and drive them to your tailor-made landing page, optimizing the money you're investing in your marketing and turning that into conversions.
Awesome. All right, thank you, Robert. Let's go on to more questions here. All right, let me, Seth, I've unmuted your microphone.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Seth, how you doing today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Good, good. Where are you calling in from?
Calling in from the Philippines.
Okay, okay. What time is it there right now?
It is 7:30 a.m.
Okay. What's your question for us today?
So I asked, and I've got a little bit of answers, but yeah, no, it's great. Thanks so much for bringing me on, because this will be really helpful. So we are currently building a site, and we are trying to, well, we've actually already built a new form. So if you log in as a member, there is a form where you go to the sidebar. It's called Manage Listing and Listing Details.
Okay.
And so you can fill out some details about the member. Now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to create a form that is similar to the listing details form, but has more specific details. And I'll give you guys an example for reference. For example, we want hotels to be able to, enter in as a member, and then say, for example, oh, do you have Wi-Fi? Do you have a pool? Stuff like that, very specific details. So what we've done is we've actually created a new form, pretty much piggybacking off the listing details form. But what we're having trouble with is getting that new form to populate when you sign it as a member. So that's the part we can't really figure out.
Gotcha. I think it's best we look at the site and we see kind of what we're working with here, Doctor.
Yeah, definitely. So
I'll pass it over to you, Pat.
Okay. So what's your website?
Yes, so it's called finditangeles.com, and it's spelled exactly how it sounds.
Okay. So is which member should I lock into as a basic member?
Scroll down a little bit. We have a test member that we've been using. Scroll down a little bit, and you'll see one that's called member, a little ways down.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, so that one should work. Yep, and that's exactly where I'm trying to go. Now you'll see if you go to the sidebar, manage listing, right there. Yep, and then listing details, and it also populates in other places. You'll see on this top sidebar, or I'm sorry, on the top bar. Yeah, right there as well. So really, we're trying to see if we could add a customized form to this default member page.
Okay, so you have not installed this very important update, which is going to just make your life so much easier.
That's so funny. We were talking about this yesterday. Please go on.
Okay. All right. So basically now with this update, each membership level. So let me go back one so we can really start at the beginning. So we're going to go to your products, and what this update does, and this update happened, I'd like to say about half a year ago, maybe 6 months ago. But basically what this update allows you to do easily now is that each one of your tiers, so the hotels, basic members, premium members, you can have a custom listing details form, a custom contact details form for each one of these types of memberships, giving you a dynamic experience for each one. So when you log into any one of these levels, so like the basic level, for example, when I go to the profile tab, I can now call the form that I would like to have displayed for that membership tier alone.
Now can we try this out, because we've actually created the form. It's called listing miscellaneous. So I'm wondering if we could do this while you're on the line.
Absolutely. Listing miscellaneous.
There it is. Yep, listing miss, M-I-S-C, about 3 down.
Perfect. So I'm going to save it. Oh, I just did that. Oh, I did it for the right tab. I just want to make sure I had it for the listing details tab. So now when we refresh this page, you'll see everything is there.
Oh, wow. Okay. You just solved our problem. Look at that.
Looks like it just needs some styling.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, go back. So is that replace the listing details? Is that basically what it did?
Yes.
So the new form, the listing miscellaneous, is now in place of the listing details.
Correct. It controls which form displays for each of those tabs. Of course, you can wreak havoc on your website. I can call any form here. I can call the feature videos form. It's not going to work, right? It basically opens up the library of all of the forms that you have available to you. Now, I have to say, I see a lot of issues that come up when people replace the listing details form because oftentimes they don't take into consideration the top level category and the sub level categories. So the foundation of our software for searches is based on both of those. So two of the things that's important that you make sure you carry over is this top level category. So if you don't have the top level category selection in the contact details form, then your members aren't going to show in search results. Then in the listing details form, the default one has the ability to select sub-level categories, which are specialties, right? If we go look at, and I don't see that present here, which means that in your, let's take a quick look at it. Let's see what categories you have. which means none of these are going to display. So your members are not able to select these categories because you didn't include that in your custom listing details form, and that means they're not going to show up for search results for acupuncture or search results for anesthesia and so forth.
Got it. Now let me ask you this, because what we're doing is we've actually been creating custom widgets basically to work with the search functionality. Would that be a solve? Because yeah, for example, what we're doing, you see how it's like free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, free parking, and then our custom widget is basically going to have all those options. And I'm talking about like the user journey from the front end, where they're going to be able to click all these things, and it's gonna work with the database. Now, is that a solve to go around what you're talking about? Because I see what you're saying, where if it doesn't show the categories like top level or sub level, then it's not going to show up necessarily in the search results.
Yeah, if you're creating a custom search and you're calling these variables in that search as the equation for what's going to show and what's not going to show, then it's going to work perfectly. You're clearly an advanced developer. 1 or 2% of our users would go in there and customize the search engine to call custom variables. It'll work. You have the ability to do that. You have the code you need to do that. But most people don't customize the search engine per se to add custom variables into the query. So they really depend on our category structure, because this is how people perform searches 98% of the time when it's member-based, based on the category.
Makes complete sense. Well, thank you very much for showing us that. Huge help, and you just solved it.
All right, awesome. That's what we're here for.
All right, thanks for the question there.
Great question.
All right, good question from Seth there about using custom forms for different membership levels, so different membership levels can fill out different types of information.
I actually had a written question, and Maya asked if she can override a sold-out lead. Since I'm presenting, maybe I can show that real quick, what she's referring to.
Can I ask you a question beforehand?
Yeah.
Can you show people how a lead is generated, what a lead is, for those who may not know yet?
Sure. Yeah, I haven't gone to the basics in some time, so let's do that and show what a lead is first, and then we'll address Maya's question here. So a lead can be many things. A lead can be when you try to, of course, so let's do interior designer demo. That one is a good example. So a lead can be when you try to contact a member directly, right? So I can contact Stacy. I can go even contact her from the search result layout if I like. So when I fill out this form, this is called a lead, right? And the directory owner can control whether or not that lead goes directly to Stacy or if I'm going to manually match it. When a lead is sold out, when I hear that question, I think about people that are probably have the advanced lead module or auto matching, because that's where leads can sell out, because you can set a limit to how many members can accept a lead. But usually that happens when people fill out a get match form, like this form right here. So it's a lead gen form. So if it's a site for interior designers, as it is in this case, basically you can control, okay, I want 3 members to be allowed to accept the lead. And the reason why most directory owners set a limit on how many people can get auto match and accept leads is because they don't want the end user, the website visitor, to be spammed. If I go to a website, I fill out a form, and I have 10 people contacting me, I'm going to say, oh my God, I'd never go to that website. You fill out a form and you get spammed for weeks. So you want to control how many people can accept the lead. And then when a lead is, when it's reached that limit, it essentially becomes a sold out lead. Does that help, Jason?
I think that's perfect explanation. And the people accepting the leads are the professionals. So if people want to get matched with an interior designer, you can send a single lead to, let's say, 20 designers, and you can set the limit. Only 3 designers can accept that lead. After 3 designers, or whoever your professionals are, the lead becomes sold out. So the question from Maya is, let's say 3 designers have accepted a lead. She wants to match it, still match it with additional designers. So Pat's going to show us how to, I guess, reopen a specific lead or allow other people to accept a lead after it's already been sold out.
Correct. So I'll do this with one of the directories I've worked with a little bit. So these actually have real leads that are sold out. So we can look at a live example, a real life scenario. So in this case, we have 4 sold out leads. So when a sold out lead is sold out, you know, because it shows you that the maximum accepted matches has been met. So it's 3, right now it's set to 3. If I want to take one step backwards, and I will real quick, this is again the auto match add-on. You're able to control in the auto match add-on how many people can accept and how many people can be sent a lead. So this is where you accept it. It's just a simple setting. So it's reached 3, and for a lead to go to sold out status, it means that another member had to physically click the button to accept the lead, because they don't know it's sold out until they try to accept that lead. And then they're notified it's sold out. This is an important detail because this allows the system to tell the customer, hey, we're sorry that you tried to accept the sold out lead. Here's what you can do to prevent it. Also notifies the directory owner, hey, somebody just tried to accept the lead that was sold out. So I guess in this scenario, the member probably contacted the directory owner and says, hey, I just tried to accept the lead, it's sold out, this sucks. And the directory owner wants to make good on that experience. They want to say, hey, don't worry, John, I'll go ahead and I'll manually send you that lead. I know it's sold out, but let me do you a solid, but here's what you can do moving forward to make sure that never happens again. So here's how you override sold out lead. There's 2 things that you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and click on match, and that'll show us the entire history. So one thing, there's 2 options that you can do. So let's see who has it sold out. In this case, Jorge tried to accept the lead, but he was not able to. So I can come here to the status, and if I change it to accepted, I can let him know, hey, if you log into your account, you'll be able to see the lead details. So that's one option that I have. I can go ahead and just manually override the status, and instantly the email and the phone number is going to appear for that particular member. So I'm going to see if I can log in as Jorge and show you guys what I'm referring to. So this is lead ID 189. All right. All right, so let's see. So yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and do that right there. I'll just show you guys how to manually override it. My apologies on that. Let's go back to lead. This is why I wanted to use my webinar one. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to the sold out leads, and I'll show you the second way that you can override this. So we just saw how you can manually do it on the front end right here and change it to accepted, or you can delete it entirely and resend it as a manual lead. So I'll go ahead and show you guys that with a different website that I know is currently active. Okay. And these guys are getting leads fairly frequently. You can see these are today's date. So you can, when matching a lead, manually send it. And this allows you to do 3 settings. So this is pretty interesting. So in this case, we have all of these different members. So let's say the lead is sold out and you want to manually send it to the other member. You can go to this little triangle, and not a lot of people know about this. This opens up the door to 3 options. You can send the email as pending, but you can also send it as accepted. And this is going to open up an email template for you to personalize the message to that particular member. And it's going to send it as accepted, and it's going to give them all of the details that they require in order to accept that lead. So that's something else that you can do to basically override the sold out status. Does that make sense on your end, Jason?
Yes. So basically, we're on the member's behalf. We're accepting the lead for them. Therefore, the lead becomes available for a specific member.
Correct. Exactly. So it'll become, and if you send it as a complete email, they'll have the email and the phone number inside of the template itself. So they won't even have to log into the admin. that's when you send an email template as complete. So I'll go ahead and show that one more time. So you can send it as a preview email template, which requires them to log in to see the email or the phone number, or I can send the complete email template, which will include the phone number and the email in the email template itself, making it easy for the member to not have to log in and just call that lead directly.
From their email.
From their email, exactly. So those are options that you have. There's lots that comes with the lead module, as people can see. If I click the match button and I don't click the little arrow, what it's going to do is it's going to send the email template that you have set up for the lead through your lead settings. So however you've set it up, it's going to instantly send the email, not giving you an opportunity to customize the template that's being used.
Okay, great.
All right.
Good question there. Yeah. All right. Thanks for explaining that, Pat. It's actually very thorough. Thank you. That'll make good for the replay. All right. Looking for more questions here. Chris, I've unmuted your microphone. Are you with us, Chris?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
How's it going?
It's going great.
All right. All right. What's your question for us today?
I'm kind of a newbie. I'm running a couple issues. So my site is dailyweddingplanningtip.com. Just setting it up. And I'm having a couple questions. Just quick background. So I run a wedding association, International Association of Wedding Industry Professionals, which no one can say except me. And we use Daily Wedding Planning Tip, that brand, to promote them.
Okay.
So I set up a couple members of my association. So I'm not using it. You don't sign up here. I'm doing it manually initially because they sign up somewhere else.
Okay.
So I have this listing in there, the best wedding DJ ever, if you go and see him. Like, how come there's no picture showing up for him? I have a profile. Like right there, the picture shows up. I'm not familiar with some of the terminology here. If you go...
So that'll be the profile photo.
Do it. Yeah, but in the directory, like if I go there and from the home page and just type in California.
And why it's not showing up here, you're saying?
Yeah, isn't that the profile image?
Yeah, it should be showing it.
Because but what he's probably done, Jason, is he's either set it as a company and hasn't used the advanced setting to use the profile photo if no logo is uploaded. So if you go to advanced settings and you change that, it's going to display as it should.
Advanced settings in, under settings. I got you.
So if you type in logo and you scroll to the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing it now, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go. So let's give that a try.
I had a feeling it was something weird because I looked around and I was like, I don't see any other option for a photo there. So, okay. So if you want to drill down on that, I just have a question that I can't understand on that DJ listing.
There you go. Here's your picture. Great job, Pat.
Yes, excellent. There's so much to your software. I'm having a ball, like learning it, but like it's just, you know, it's not my old Radio Shack AM radio kit that I made, you know, in the Boy Scouts. It's a lot more. So great. So if you click down in there, drill down. So is there a logic behind showing the map first? And I'm guessing I can change that because, you know, I mean, if a bride comes in here, she's not ready to go to the map yet. I mean, I don't think. And again, you can change my logic. She wants to know, okay, basically who is this person, and then maybe the map.
What I'd recommend is let's get rid of the map here in this main body, and let's move this map in the sidebar under. This is your lead form, by the way. Send a message. This is in its most basic form here: name, email, phone. Let's put this at the top, and let's put the location under the lead form. That way, it's still on the page, but it's not the main focus. So, is that okay if we get rid of this one here?
I'm all in. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a great idea. Didn't even think of it. So I was just thinking, like, maybe there's a better, you know, you guys are smarter than me, so I'm like, maybe there's a reason the map's up front. I don't know.
There is one reason. The majority of directories are for finding local businesses. There's obviously directories for many purposes, not just local businesses, but also what it does is it adds a little color to a page that may just be white and black text. So what you can do to remove that, and let me find out what membership level this person is. You can set it per membership level. So this is your organization's acronym plus member. So I'm going to edit. I'm going to edit this product. So where I'm going is manage products, and I'm going to edit this product, which is this membership level. And under additional settings, you have a bunch of options here to show and hide certain things. So what we're going to do is hide the Google Map in the Overview tab. And we're going to click Yes.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do, let this save for a moment, we're going to go to the sidebar, and we're going to move the map in the sidebar underneath the form, the Get Matched form. So we're going to go to Toolbox, Sidebar Manager, and the sidebars are super simple to use. And this one is the members profile page sidebar. That's the sidebar that's on the members profile page. And we can see here, these are the sidebars here on the right side. This is your library of available widgets you can pop in there. So what we have is the post location map. I'm going to put that underneath the member contact form, and I'll save it.
So this is also where I would delete the member contact form.
Correct. You could delete it here. Alternatively, there is another option as well. I'll show you. So let me refresh this page here.
And he can also go full width if he likes, which a lot of people like for profile pages. There's lots of options.
No, this is actually really cool, because my promise is, hey, I'm going to push traffic to your site. I'm not going to do the lead gen thing for them. It's like, hey, that's why you have a website. So I could go full length here, and although I'd lose the map.
So just so you know, when this form gets filled out, the business does get notified. So you are generating.
I have that set up.
You have that set up. Okay, so we can go full width here and get rid of the sidebar there. That's going to be under design settings. And we'll just let the design, lots of power in the design settings here. And over here on the first tab, sidebar alignment options. And so you have member search results, member profile pages, features such as like coupons and events. So this is going to be the member profile pages. We're going to do not display sidebar. And we'll save that.
Oh, yeah.
And when you don't display a sidebar, let me refresh this page. Now we have a full width profile from left to right, so there's no sidebar here.
See, I want to keep it nice and clean. The idea is I push traffic. As a member, you get a directory listing that pushes traffic to your website. I don't want to even get into the leads. That's what their website's about.
Can I show you one more thing then?
Yeah, please.
Okay, another option, and you don't have to do this one, is you see this is the header of your site with your main menu?
Yeah.
And the footer of your site?
Yep.
There is an option on the profile pages to hide these. That way you only see, that from here and down. They're just their listing information. Is that something you want to do also?
Maybe not yet.
Okay.
Because brides those links are for brides. So there's a Facebook group for brides. It's an Instagram page for brides. So, getting people over there is part of our strategy.
So do you want this search up here to be able to search other members? Or do you want, is that?
Right now I do. Yeah,
Okay.
I would say leave it. Just maybe later I'll remove it, but right now I'm becoming familiar with how it works. And
okay.
But wow, that's awesome looking.
Great, yeah. Super streamlined, very clean, not much clutter.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Hey, thanks so much.
Our pleasure.
Good question.
And I
go
mentioned
ahead.
Just one last thing. I'm working with Jose, and I'm doing one of the consulting audits, and he's great. He's like, so I got a couple more set up with him, and I'll probably buy that special offer today.
Awesome. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
That.
Thanks, guys.
So for those of you who joined in late, what Chris is referring to, the audit session, that's the special. It basically gets you 2 one-hour phone calls with someone from our expert team to review your site with you, make some changes, kind of how Chris wanted to set things up to his liking. Our team will help do that for you. Normally it's a 1-hour session is $200, but today you can get 2 sessions, so 2 hours total for $200. It's a buy one, get one free website audit review session, and you can go to brilliantdirectories.com/audit. All right, thank you for the question, Chris. All right, Bob says hello, but his mic doesn't work. That's okay. Oh, Hema, thanks for joining us, and Jeremy, thanks for joining us as well. I know you guys are in the, Hema's in the UK there, so thanks for joining us during that late hour there.
I do have a question from Sophia that's asking, she wants to design banners for social media for a website. She's asking if we have any recommendations or if she can do that with our Brilliant Directories website. This Brilliant Directories doesn't have a module for building banners, but I can show a third-party tool that's free, and it's absolutely incredible and life-changing if you want to make nice banners for social media posts or to put them on your website. Do you want to go ahead and pass the controls to me, and I'll show everyone one of my favorite softwares?
That sounds awesome. Yeah, putting banner advertisements around your site doesn't necessarily need to be for an advertiser. It could be for something else in your organization that you want to draw attention to. It could be a banner to draw people to your Get Matched form to collect more leads. So creating banners doesn't necessarily just need to be for advertisers. It could be for many different things that you're trying to get people to direct traffic to or draw attention to.
Exactly. Like everybody that's listening on this call right now and on this webinar is probably an expert in one niche, right? When you're an expert in a niche, it means you have information that you can give to your website visitors or to your members that's helpful. But it's difficult to work with people to get designs done. So I'm on a website that's called canva.com. And again, this is a free software. And you can choose whether or not you want to do banners on social media, presentations, posters, Facebook posts, blog graphics, you name it. A blog graphic is like an infographic, right? We see those on social media a lot. They're quite popular. It seems intimidating, but when you have a software like Canva that's free, they make it extremely easy to take these and to customize them. So I don't need to know any designing. I don't need to download Photoshop. I can just come in here and I can change the text of something that's an infographic. So I could do it on teaching English. That could be the title of this particular one. And then I can change this other text as well, and I can go in here and change these tips. So basically, you can go from a never-ending list of templates for infographic, for social media posts, you name it, find something that's right for you and customize it. We hear all those wedding directories that I'm hearing right now. Well, you guys have an endless amount of items that you can choose from here in order to make these nice, clean infographics, which turns into marketing tools, either for advertisers or just for yourself when you're posting online. So it's pretty addictive. I really spent a lot of time in here making cool graphics, and instead of having to pay a third party to do it, I could do it for free in here. It's canva.com.
That's really awesome. You can use those in emails. You can use them as sidebar banners. You can post them as images on Facebook and really stand out from the crowd. I like that, Pat. Really nice. You find the best tools.
Yeah, they've done a great job, these guys. I mean, I haven't seen a software as easy as this one to use. So if you're a little intimidated by getting into design, give this one a shot, and you'll really stand, like Jason said, you'll look like an established brand, because having branded imagery on a website, putting them in your sidebars, that kind of like what distinguishes a site that's been around for a while, somebody that's starting out. So yeah, I hope it's helpful for some people that are on this webinar today.
That's one of my recommendations. When you're starting out, it's really hard to compete with more established sites, but some of the easy things you can do, one of them is using high quality images on your website and graphics, as opposed to using very poor quality, blurry, pixelated images. Choosing to find to spend the time to find those high quality images makes your job a lot easier and helps your site look a bit more credible and established. All right, Sheila, I see you've had your hand raised there. Sheila, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, how you doing today?
Good, thank you. I'm calling from Chicago.
All right, great. How's the presentation for you today so far?
As usual, I always love it. It's very good. And speaking of the presentation, I think I may need to piggyback on the oh shucks, I forgot where he's from. But my question is regarding setting up a separate, I guess, user. For example, I have the end user and then I have, you know, the paid members, the businesses. So in regards to the end user, I would like for them when they come onto the site to be able to log in and to put in certain information, mainly their dog's name, their name, and their location. And then from there they can review the site in terms of all the content and also search for dog services. So
that's great. No, that's what the software does out of the box. So you can have a more simplified profile basically, or the information you're gathering from your regular consumer general users. You just want some basic information. You don't need them to register as a full business. Is that kind of what you're asking?
yes.
Okay.
So then my question is, I believe I need to set up a separate form, because if you're on the site and if you click get listed, it gives you that form or asks you, are you registered or not registered? But it seems as though it's taking the user to the company form, and that's what I don't want. If it is an end user, I want that person, I want to be able to capture that dog parent information. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I'm going to pass this one over to Pat. What's the name of your website? And we'll get that set up for you.
Sure. It's Fido and Me.
A-N-D or the letter N?
A-N-D.
A-N-D, Fido and Me. All right. I'm going to pass it over to you, Pat, if you don't mind. I know you're well-versed in setting up general user accounts.
All right. And I think I know what you're referring to, Sheila, in terms of the login page. So let me go ahead and show people what we're talking about. So can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. So I believe what you're referring to is this page, correct? I'm gonna where if I click on the not a registered user, it takes me to a company page and not to sign up as that regular user. And you want to make that regular user profile a simplified form. Am I correct?
Yes. So basically,
right.
essentially, I need to have two different users.
Mm-hmm.
The end user, the general user, which is what I have here, the Fido parent, maybe I created it correctly. And then I need to have the company.
Mm-hmm. Great. So I'm going to do a couple of things. One thing I really like to do on my on my login forms, because this also comes up when you want to favorite an item. This form comes up quite a bit. I find it a little difficult for people to understand what they should be clicking on. So one thing I'll do real quickly, if you give me permission, is
Sure.
go into the actual form itself. And this is a form that's called the login form. So we're going to search for that here. And we haven't done this one on a webinar, so I'm interested to show people what I like to do. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move this field to the very top, which is going to be these two boxes that we're looking at. So I want to move those to the top of the login form. And then if we open up this box, we're going to see that it has this very generic language. And of course it's generic because it has to be catch-all for all directories. But we want to give this a little bit of personal touch. So instead of it saying, are you a registered, not a registered user, we can ask them, are you a Fido parent, which is in line. Is that what you want to call it? Are you branding it that? Or do you want to say, are you a pet owner? A Fido parent. Perfect.
Yes.
Create a free Fido parent account, and what do they get? What would be the number one thing you get by doing it? I want to give them the reason why they should do it.
The reason why they're doing it is so that they can enter all of their dog, they can store their dog information.
And
yeah, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
And store your dog's, that's not very catchy. Maybe we'll say, and you could change it later. Maybe we'll say, and become a part of the community for now.
That's perfect. Yeah, let's leave it at that.
And then this will be recorded, so you'll be able to see where I went to do this as well if you need to access it again. And then we say, are you a dog services? We're going to change that, obviously. So maybe I like to say something along the lines of, do you provide products and services to dog owners?
Parents.
To dog parents, yes, thank you. All right, there we go. List your, and then let's see what it says. List your, do you want to say businesses or services?
Services.
I like that as well. List your services now or today. Do you want it to say now or today?
Now is good.
All right, so let's go ahead and save this. And let's refresh this login form, which is a very important form that not a lot of people give any love to, because it's kind of where people come to in terms of signing up. So we see we have this box here. It explains the reason why I want to sign up. It differentiates businesses from parents. Here I just need to give it a bit of a break. Jason, should I do that? Should I insert should I do that here? I believe so, right?
Move that move that HR that you see up there at the top of the line.
Okay.
Move that HR. Go back to the screen. The HR brackets at the top there. Yeah, cut that out and put that at the top of the other field, right before the H2 brackets.
Perfect.
There you go.
There you go. Website edit master. We all have our specialties. All right, here we go. So let's refresh and see what that looks like. All right, very nice. Very nice. So now it's nice and clean. So we're halfway there. Basically, I just wanted to do that to show you. We're going to the proper level, which is the Fido parent. So now we need to find that membership level, which is right here. And we're going to edit. And we're going to go to the Profile tab. And here we see that you already have the general user. So that's excellent. And you already have it listed to no. Don't show About tab. Don't show Listing Details tab.
But Pat, we want the Contact Details tab is set to no. We want to set that to yes.
We want to, exactly. We want to set that to yes, and we want to customize this form, the general user form.
Okay, why is that set to yes?
Because that's the form they're going to fill out with their name, their dog's name. We want them to put that basic information, and we don't need anything else from them. Like listing details is like hours of operation. That stuff is related to businesses. So
okay, got it.
This is the basic information we're going to have them enter.
Got it. Thank you.
Correct. And while we do this, I'm going to log in and show you what it looks like now without making any changes to it. It just looks clean like this. It's a Fido parent. There's just the contact details and a profile photo. And then we have all of this information that you don't want to have, of course, which is what we're going to customize. We're going to simplify all of this and have these custom variables that you're looking to add. We'll do a few of them, and then you'll be able to continue on afterwards.
Perfect. Thank you.
So this is the general user form. Everybody has this. So if we go to the form manager, we're going to go look for general user, and here we have it. So we're going to edit this form. And this is only being used by this membership tier. And we're going to see we have all of the things that you see on this form are visible on the front end over here. So do you want to have any of these social media links, for example, or the address to appear? Is that something you're going to collect?
No, I don't need that.
Keep in mind the addresses are always great when you're looking to do in the future marketing segmentations. So it's good to know, hey, I have a database of 500 dog owners in New York and a database of 800 dog owners in Chicago. When you remove that location database, you're not able to send a segmented newsletter to all the dog parents in Chicago that you're going to be doing a dog walk, right? So you're losing some valuable information, something to consider when removing this. So that's something you'd still like to remove?
Well, I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about the social links, because I don't really think they need as a general user, I'm not thinking I really need to add my social links.
I threw them in together, so I apologize for the confusion. Yes, so so we'll get rid of the social links, but
right.
you'll keep the location data, which I think is really important.
Right.
Okay,
yes,
great.
I want to keep that. Yes.
I'd like to mention one, since we're just talking about pets. A lot of people maybe remove some of the social links, but a lot of people have created Instagram and Facebook pages for their pets that they're so proud of. Maybe,
yeah, that's true.
Maybe keeping Facebook and having Instagram would be
and
nice.
Twitter.
And Twitter,
yeah.
sure. Those three. LinkedIn is a business site, so maybe just get rid of the LinkedIn and the Your website and the Google+.
All right, let's do that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great feedback.
Every industry is unique. Some need things, some don't. Some start to need things that they didn't need before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got rid of those 3 links. And then up here, we have the phone number, which I think you'll want to delete, correct?
No, I'll keep that in case I want to reach out to them.
Do you want to make that required, yes or no?
No, I don't need to make that required.
Okay, so we're going to create a custom variable. So I'll replace the company name with pet name, correct?
Yes.
And would you like it?
I need it. Oh.
You need 2 pet names?
Yes. I mean, I'm giving them the option to at least add on 2 pet names.
Pet name 1.
And pet name 2. But I can do that one. Don't worry about it. I can do that one if you like. That's fine.
No, I'll go ahead and add it right now. So pet name, listing represents, we can, this pet name, is it going to show on the front end? Are people going to be able to see this profile?
Yes, because when people when that end user, once they log in, I want it to say, hi, dog 1, dog 2, and dog parent name.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of the company layout, and they'll only be able to select the individual. And we're going to go ahead and save this for now. I'll add 1 custom field. Why not? So we'll add an additional custom field. We'll call it pet name.
Okay.
But here the variable, this is very important, is going to be pet name 2. You can't have 2 variables that are the same. So the system needs to be able to store them. So the system will know if there's pet name 1, display the pet name 1. If there's pet name 2, display pet name 2. But if there is no pet name 2, then it won't display.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Wow.
But they can be identical here on the field name. That's not going to interfere with anything. And then we just need to go ahead and make it a single line. And we'll move this down to pet name 2. And I'll go ahead and save it. And again, we're going to look at what it looks like right now. So it has all of these social media links. And it doesn't have any information for pets. It still says company name. We're going to save this form. And we're going to refresh this page, and we should see all of the changes that we made live on your site. So even though these are duplicate values, the variable is unique, so they'll both display properly on the front end of the site, as well as the social media links that we removed are now gone.
Wow, that is so awesome, because obviously I did something wrong because it was not working that way.
Well, that's what Webinar Wednesdays are all about, so I'm happy we were able to resolve that for you, and I'm sure a lot of people learned a lot while we went over that as well.
Pat, one last thing for the social links, if you scroll down, where it says enter website links, instead of saying enter website links, say is your dog on social media ? And then,
ooh, I love that.
I love that too.
It's of course it's dog. Is your dog on social.
And then it's implied to enter the links below, so that's fine.
Oh, sweet. I'm Kathy.
You can even have fun with it and say time to make him a star or something like that, right? You can go as light as you want. So you.
No, we'll see there, Pat.
All right, let's just save that.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Sheila, for joining us from Chicago. Nice work there, Pat. There you go. Is your dog on social media? Now it's fun. For those of you who joined in a little late, we did have a contest of the week. Let me just share that with you guys. This is to leave a review on Google. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/Google review. Everyone's a winner, and our favorite review that makes us feel warm and fuzzy inside, you'll receive an extra $100 in addition to the $50 credit that we'll add to your account for leaving the review on Google. So brilliantdirectories.com/Google review, and we always appreciate your feedback. All right, let's get back to the questions here. Looks like a lot of people needed to fix their general user form, so that was a great thing to go over today. We did it twice, basically, those custom forms.
Gage, are you there?
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Awesome. I'm happy we were able to get to you.
That's awesome. No, and just about the website and everything, you know, the way you guys have structured this is just wonderful for us that have been around for a little while. You know, there's been things that have, you know, updated software and things, and so it's nice the way you've always worked through it with us to make sure we always get our website right where it needs to be, and just want to thank you guys for that.
Our pleasure.
One of the things we noticed is we were unable to add a sidebar to our website on the homepage, and I've gone through some of the tutorials online, which are fantastic, but it didn't seem to resolve or remedy the issue. So I'm wondering if maybe you could take a look at it. It's citybyapp.com.
Absolutely. Give us a second here and let's pull that up.
Are you looking to add the sidebar below the hero image?
Yeah, so it would, I guess it would be off to the right side, correct, where we can maybe see some member reviews and things like that. Blog articles or whatever we might want to do, yeah. And it just doesn't seem to be loading on the screen after we say we want to see that there in the settings.
Okay, let's go to your design settings. So generally when there's a sidebar on the homepage, it's accompanied by some content. Let me show you our demo site real quick. So in our demo Bootstrap site, we show an example of the newest members, some categories, and then if you scroll down, we have a sidebar here, and we're displaying some recent blog posts. And
yeah, that would be good.
Okay, let's check it out and see. So to add that, you want to go to your design settings, and from the design,
and the one that showed the reviews there, you know, that's the one we were really trying to get up, you know, on our site.
So it looks like show recent member articles with sidebar. You have that here. So this is we're in the design settings, homepage layout, and the homepage section orders. You have the divider, the recent members, and the articles. I want to see if you have member articles to begin with. Let's see why that's wouldn't be showing. Sorry, manage posts.
It may just be the blog. You're correct.
And there's no blog posts.
Yeah, I think we originally, when we launched the site, we decided to call it an article instead of a blog.
Oh, so you have articles here. Gotcha. So let's see here. Let me, we can, in this bottom section here, you have some settings for your streaming widgets. You can connect it to the correct feature. So let's see here. It looks like this is linked to add to favorites. Let's link it to article. This is member articles with sidebar. Linked member feature, we want it to be the article one. As we can see here, the article one has 85 articles. So this was linked to add to favorites. That might be the issue. let's cross our fingers and see if this works. It might have been causing a conflict. And I'll refresh the page here. I hope that was the issue.
That'd be awesome. A great way to end it if it works.
Oh, yay, now we have some articles here. And the reviews you want to add in the sidebar. So these are your recent articles. Check out the latest member articles.
Jason, could you do everyone a favor? Just show everyone how to identify what sidebar is being used there.
Yes.
So that he knows which sidebar to edit.
So there's a sidebar here, and your site has multiple sidebars. How do you know which one this one is without driving yourself crazy? So you can toggle this, the black sidebar here, the admin bar here. You just click on Show Widgets, and it's going to basically show you the different modules that make up the page. And I'll scroll down a little bit. And here's this is the post search results sidebar. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit that one, and we'll add the reviews there. So we're going to go to Toolbox and Sidebar Manager, and we're going to search for the post search results sidebar, and we'll add reviews. I don't know what that's even called here on the demo site. Recent reviews. Let's search for recent articles.
I believe type in review, and you should. There you go.
You want that at the top there?
Yeah, that would be great.
And I don't think you need a top and sub location, so that's for a member search.
But you're editing the sidebar for member searches, Jason. So you don't want to remove that. It's going to impact those pages as well. So.
Okay.
Well, okay. This one's for the This one's for the post sidebar.
Oh, okay.
This
Sorry,
one.
my apologies.
Yeah, no, this one was on the post sidebar. Let's see. Let's put it back. So for I mean, it's subjective, to be honest, if you want it or not. But I'll just keep it there, and I'll just put the recent.
Okay. Thank you.
Recent review module. And that's a good module because it's colorful. It shows the star ratings. And I'll hide the widgets now. So now that we've seen them, you can tell them to go away. And the site is restored back to normal. And here are your recent reviews and your latest member articles on your homepage.
Okay.
And
nice.
maybe we can increase the article numbers because it's going down here.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll add two more articles just so it fills up the white space that we have down here. So the way to do that is, again, back to your homepage design settings, homepage layout, and then your streaming widget options. And over here for the recent member articles with sidebar, from 4, we're going to set that to 6, and we'll save the changes. And then we'll refresh the page, and that should load in just a moment. Let's refresh again. There we go, and now it's better here.
There you go. Much better.
All right, great question.
Cool. If you go to the top and you click on member login, while you were explaining it, we went ahead and actually did that change that Patrick recommended on the member login area. See, are you a shopper? We moved it up. That was a great idea.
Very nice, very nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you, guys. Awesome. Very helpful.
All right. Great question. And on that note, we'll end this Webinar Wednesday session. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Patrick and I always appreciate it when you're able to take time out of your day and join us here for Webinar Wednesday. Final announcements, something new for those who joined late. You don't need to enroll every week for Webinar Wednesdays. Go to this link here, brilliantdirectories.com/workshop. I'll go there with you. And you just need to register once now moving forward. Whoops, I got too excited there. Let me fix this. Go to brilliantdirectories.com/workshop. You can do it right now. It takes a second. Just put your name in and your email, and you'll never have to manually register each week for Webinar Wednesday again. It's going to save you guys a lot of time. You're going to have some peace of mind. Also, contest of the week, we always appreciate it. Go to brilliantdirectories.com/Google review. You can leave us a review on Google. Everyone will receive a $50 credit added to your account. And the review that makes us feel so special, that person will receive an additional $100 credit on top of the $50. And finally, the webinar flash sale is 2-for-1 website audit reviews. It's basically getting a personalized Webinar Wednesday. You get to spend an hour session on a call with our team. It's normally $200. With this special, you get 2-for-1. You're going to get 2 one-hour sessions for $200, so we're doubling that value for you. It's a $400 value. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/audit, and you can purchase that now. I promise you, it's going to help your site reach the goals that you have in mind. All the time that you're spending trying to tweak things, our team can just do that stuff for you and take you there a lot quicker so you can focus on marketing. So on behalf of Patrick and myself, we wish you a great rest of the week and catch you in the next Webinar Wednesday. Thanks, guys.
Have a brilliant day, everyone. Thank you so much.